Resource Stewardship Agreements, or RSAs, represent an important new opportunity for the tourism and forest industries to work together to help ensure effective management of our forests for all resource users. These two industries represent most of the employment and growth opportunities in many of our communities, so it's in everybody's interest that we work together. The RSA process involves working with the forest company to identify the values on the land base that are important to your business, and then developing approaches that will protect those values as forestry operations are carried out in the area.
My camp on the island faces the south towards the southerly shore here, right. And I guess I'm worried about that they don't log or as far as the skyline view or anything like that for on the
a view down to
yes,
the south.
That's right.
Any work that's done, they will contact me in advance. Whatever they're gonna be, if they will be cutting in my bear management area or any spraying, they will call me in advance and let me know what's gonna happen.
I guess the way I feel is we all got to get along. I mean, a lot of the timber, I guess, it has to be harvested or that, and I guess as long as they can do it in a way that they can, and I've done it before with winter cuts instead of summer cuts, so you can carry on your business.
They've got 12 or 18 trees that are mature and should be taken out. So we sit down and say, well, you're going to be in here for 3 years. We'll take half 1 year, leave it blank the second year, and go back in the third year and take the others.
I had an outpost that was where they're putting basically, I guess, be a main road close to where my cabin was, and we ended up taking, and we were able to move. We sat down and did, like I say, lots of walking and hiking, and relocated the road to make it better so I could keep operating my outpost without as much problem as if they would have left the road where it was.
Conserving the natural values that your business needs has always been an important activity for tourist operators. The RSA process provides an important new opportunity to work in partnership with the forest industry to take this traditional activity even further.
They want to be able to catch fish, and that's what they can do in all the lakes that we have here. And we want to keep it that way.
If you are practicing catch and release, the other people aren't. It is hard to maintain your fishery as it is, where if you're in a more remote area and you are the only operator, or another operator is there with you and you agree on a catch and release, then you know that your lake is going to be good for years. I know I've had catch and release for 14 years on some of my lakes, and it's a way of the future. It's very good.
And we promote the experience of fishing, and we just weed out the people who want to fill their boat up with fish. We charge enough, and we are in control of the clients that we get, and we look for people who want to experience the outdoors. Yes, they want to catch a few fish, but they want to stop at a nice spot for a picnic lunch. They're just into experiencing the North.
Although some of the challenges and possible approaches are different for fly-in operators than they are for those with road access, virtually everyone identifies the perception of remoteness as the single most important natural value that their customers look for in an outdoor experience.
They like to feel they are in a bush, in the forest, and if they go in by an ATV, they like to see it. They think that they're the only ones going in there practically. And as long as they have that feeling, I think that's, for our operation, it's important.
We've been able to negotiate that on some areas, like a 20-meter setback on our access roads. On the lakes, we've got some areas with 200. These are our water accesses versus fly-in, so that the customer looks at it, sees it as a pleasant experience.
I have a road that is by one of my outposts. It is a closed road, and my guests have been very receptive to that. That is one of the big questions they always ask me. They go, can anybody go down this road? Or the other question is where does this road come from? And I can say very honestly that the road is closed, and the people normally don't ask any more questions.
We are not a fly-in operation. We have some places we access by ATV, other ones by boat. And for us, it works.
Successful RSA negotiations depend on clearly identifying and communicating to the plan author the things on the land base that give economic value to your business. Whether this is a scenic lookout, a hiking trail, or a favorite shore lunch spot, it is important to show how the natural values in the area contribute to the income of your business.
Guests come to get away from the city and they like to see nature, and it is important that buffer zones are being held in around lakes, rivers, where you have canoe routes and also where guests are.
I can take the same type of an outpost that is built the same way, the same type of cabin with running water, showers, everything fixed up on a walleye in Northern Lake. An outpost in the area here might be worth, let's just take a value of $60,000. I would say up north it's worth over 3 times as much there for the same kind of an outpost, same size of lake and everything in the fishing. And I would say an outpost to the far north would be worth somewhere between $150,000 or $200,000. And I would say right there, it goes to show you what remoteness is worth.
You take somebody going on a canoe trip, like we have the Wolf Pickle River canoe route here, and they like to have the feeling that it is still unspoiled, which it really is. You know, it's not overcrowded yet and so on, but if the trees are cut down, it would be a total different experience for people.
We like to promote the ruggedness of the north, and we would like the tourists not to be aware of the harvesting that's going by in the area. They don't need to know. And because they notice those things, and it's a scar on the land, and as far, you know, they're coming to the north to experience pristine wilderness, and the logging, as much as we need it, infringes on that.
The success of the RSA process depends on tourism operators making a choice to become involved in RSA negotiations and actively working with the forest company to develop approaches to the upcoming harvest that protect the values you depend on.
I think one of the big things is taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend with these folks as well, to show them that you are interested in this plan and that you want to be involved with it.
The Ministry of Tourism and Recreation has provided funding to NOTO to make qualified consultants available to all licensed resource-based tourism operators. The consultants can assist you in identifying your concerns and work with you and the forest company to help develop a plan that protects the interests of your business.
And we are using the consultant and find that his information and his resources are quite valuable to us.
I say that having somebody with the technical experience that can help you out is a big plus, a very big plus. I guess I could say on some of my previous dealings, I wished I would have had somebody like that to probably, to help me along the way or bounce things off of,
Getting started in the RSA process is very simple. When planning is about to begin in your forest management unit, you'll receive a letter from the forest company. You should immediately reply to the letter, indicating that you wish to negotiate an RSA. Then call the NOTO office so they can put you in touch with an RSA consultant in your area. Remember, this service is free, and you don't need to be a member of NOTO to take advantage of it. Most operators who have participated in the RSA process have found it to be helpful in obtaining better protection for their tourism values and enhancing their relationship with the forest company.
The RSA process is just one tool. There is nothing anywhere that solves anybody's business with just one magic wand, but it's a useful tool. It's a good start.
Although it will not solve all of the problems on the land base, the RSA process is an important new opportunity to help protect the natural values that we depend on in one of the most important industries in Northern Ontario. Remember, the process only works if you get involved. Contact the NOTO office for more information and to take advantage of the range of support services that are available to you.